What is up, YouTube? How you guys doing? Welcome back to my Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Guys, today I'm going to be reacting to Rhymestyle's video. Now, this video was posted 2 years ago, and simply this video is only about just what's next for Sparking Zero and like what's gonna happen, you know. So a lot of people are worried about it, but I do love Rhymestyle coming out as a big content creator and he's literally trying to save this game. Like, he's trying to save Sparking Zero, and I'm very happy that he's doing this. So without further ado, guys, let's get to the reacting, and I'm going to share my thoughts and opinions at the end or in the middle. I might pause the video, I don't know, but just follow me. Let's go.
You know what? I decided I'm just gonna do a video like this and just talk about it because, again, the best way to like dictate what we want as a community is we gotta be loud, and the louder we are, the better. It's not always guaranteed to work. In the past, it's been ignored, but I'd rather, I guess, do this than nothing. So I guess if it does happen to help, if it does push us in the right direction, I think it's a win, even if we get the smallest thing. Then again, the last time I made a video like this, we literally got a trailer like 2 days later, which again, I want to point out once more, it is a complete coincidence. I had zero clue that anything was happening with this game at the time. It was just
So I want to stop that right there because this is cap. He's lying. Like, Rhymestyle, he was in the band. I don't want to say, I'm not gonna say he's lying, but it's definitely kind of a little suspicious to like believe him, because 2 days ago, if you guys didn't watch the video, or a couple days ago, he did post about like where's DLC 3, where, like, you know, where's content, where's the trailer at, and he was wondering where's going on. And then I don't know where the next day, that's when the DLC 3 dropped. Well, the trailer dropped, and then after that episode, that the DLC 3 came out. So, and it was kind of weird to believe what he's saying. Like, he's like, oh no, it's not me. I didn't, you know, I'm not the reason why I dropped. But like at the same time, it's like you kind of are, because you are a big content creator and you were with Bandai. You kind of have connections in a way, some way. You have connections with Bandai. So you know, coming out as a big content creator saying like, where's the DLC? Obviously, you know, they're gonna look at you more than the small content creators. So you kind of did have some type of reason, or, you know, I'm saying you had a say in it. Like, you kind of was the reason why the game came out.
completely blind luck, because I was just sitting here thinking, I was like, man, they've been really quiet, so I made that video. And then surprise, 2 days later, we get that trailer. That said, I want to use this video as an outlet to basically express any form of frustration that you might have with this game and what you want to change. You know, I didn't want to do that much in the last video, because at this point it's kind of like beating a dead horse. We've talked about this so much over the course of last year, and nothing really has happened for the most part. Well, sort of. I mean, I don't want to say that nothing hasn't happened, because they had some pretty good patches that came out in the past that pushed the game in the right direction. But at this point, a lot of people that stop playing the game, they stop playing. They're not going to come back. It's going to take way more. But I want to make this video more than just like a simple like, hey, you need crossplay, you need more maps, you need more outfits, because end of the day, you need more than that for a game to sustain itself for more than a month. Even with this new DLC, my biggest disappointment with this DLC is the fact that it took so long. I think the last update came out like, what, January, February, in that time? And the fact that we waited this long to get essentially 6 DLC characters in the map is kind of crazy to me. Someone did.
And I 100% agree with him. I 100% agree with him, and I think that they're bullshitting. And it's kind of pissing me off about that, is that it took that long for a DLC 3 just for it to get 6 characters in a map. For you to take that long in a gaming company, and usually like gaming companies are successful with DLCs and stuff like that, for you to be taking that long, a lot of players are expecting something big, something good, something rewarding, something more. But for you guys just to give us 6 characters and also basic moves and stuff like that, but I don't really get into that type of stuff, I really don't care. But for you guys to just give us 6 characters, no transformations, and just one map, it kind of defeats the purpose. Then now, you know, people start questioning, like, what the hell were you guys doing? Like, you know, so it's really like weird. I really hate that. But
make a theory saying that the reason why it might have taken so long is because they focused on the Switch 2 version, so they can sell more copies. Bandai, I'll be real with you, with the state of the game, ain't nobody buying the Switch 2 version. I mean, you're gonna have some people that obviously will pick it up, but compared to like what you could get if you do the right updates, it's big difference, if that makes sense. Which is why I want to talk about it in this video. So for starters, let's talk about why it's not necessarily like a Tenkaichi game, even though it is supposed to be a successor to Tenkaichi.
I've been saying
Tenkaichi had a lot to do. And this is in an era where we had no online. Yes, they had the Wii version that had online, which I never got a chance to play.
I gotta follow. I'm sorry. I gotta follow. I'm sorry, but I've been saying that. Y'all can look back at my old videos. I literally said, this game is not a Tenkaichi game. I said it's a Xenoverse game, and this is before even pre-patch. I was saying it before even strong patch was coming out, I was saying that in my videos. I said, this is not a Tenkaichi game. This is a Xenoverse game. If you ask any of my subscribers, some of my subscribers that are loyal to me, that have been watching me for a minute, I've been saying it. Y'all can ask them. I swear to God, I was saying it. I'm saying it. It is a Xenoverse game. I know he's not saying Xenoverse game, but I always used to say it.
But for the most part, Tenkaichi was so fulfilling because there's so much to do in the game. In this one, the biggest issue that a lot of people didn't like, especially in the casual side, is they got the game and they didn't want to play ranked. It's not for everybody. Some people just want to get home from work, school, whatever, and just pop open the game and play whatever is present in there. In this situation, all you can really do is two things. One was a story mode, which did some cool things, but the problem was they only did some cool things once or twice. Again, I said this in the last video, Gohan Black was dope, but the fact that they didn't do anything else like that in the game is kind of a crime. And then of course you had the slideshows, which I'm not a big fan of.
Oh my God.
I don't know if they have like a specific rule of how much they...
Yes, the slideshow was absolutely retarded. The slideshow was absolutely... I understand that we have a Dragon Ball Kakarot and stuff like that. I understand we have that. But the slideshow shows was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. I think that, me personally, I feel like you could at least give us some type, because I think that they should have gave us the same OG BT2 and BT3 cutscenes in a way, but skip certain stories, you know? So like, I forgot what game did that. It was a Dragon Ball game that did that. It had good cutscenes, but it skipped like each different type of stories. I don't know what it was, but just do that and that would have been fun. Like we didn't have to play literally every single episode of the story, you know, of Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to do that. All you had to do was just skip to the important things, you know, good thing, like the hype up stuff. Just do that, and we've been chilling. We've been good. But no, they gave us some bullshit.
You can have gameplay, which is like slideshows, because it seems to be an ongoing thing with anime games. But like the fact that a lot of us paid to get a slideshow was sickening. And then the big focus was, well, they'll have unlimited content with custom battles. Yes, I also was fooled into thinking that custom battles is going to be unlimited content.
We all did.
Problem with custom battles is all over the place. You can't really sort through it easily. If you go into latest, it's just a mess. And the thing is, it's like, I'll be real with you, not everybody's creative, and most of these quests and missions that end up in the top of the page are always the same thing. It's just one character you fight over and over again 9 times with the health come back, and then you win with nothing. But the other thing is that sometimes you might actually get quests where they don't even tell you what you're supposed to do, and they hide the actual requirements, so you can literally play the game for like 30 minutes and not be able to beat it because the secret achievement is hidden. So you can't get, like, you know, they'll be stuck at like 1 HP for the entire time until you do a specific thing. I personally played a lot of those quests like that, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm done playing random custom battles. The concept of custom battles is cool. Me and the idiots have done that a lot with our own version of it, where we basically cranked up a raid boss and we fought them together. But what this game honestly needs is more ways to play together. You know, co-op will be amazing. Literally just take the concept of what we did with the idiots videos, where it's one person controlling one person. You can do like a 2, 3, 4 player person, or we're all on the same team. And then when you swap to that character, you control that character, and you face up against the boss. I think that's cool.
Now, before we get to the, did I not say that? Did I not say that? I said that every time I talked about what can be good for Sparking Star, I always bring it up, and I'm glad Rhymestyle brought up himself, because I've been trying to say that. I've been trying to say it. He said he put it better than me, like he worded it better, but that's what I've been trying to say. If you want this game to survive, bring raid modes and bring it just like the 3 idiots. The way they have it with that mod, bring it just like that. I promise you, the game will be good. All you have to do is get raid modes, just get customizations, unlock new characters, do other stuff like that. If they just do that type of game mode, I promise you, the game will come back alive. That's all you need. You don't even need anything crazy. To be honest, you don't even need maps. I'm be honest. If you just add that mode, the game will come back alive. I'm be honest, it would. That game mode is beautiful. It's so unique and just everything.
The raid mode to get once every like couple months is cool, but again, it's kind of boring when it's just you doing it. And there's a lot of potential with that. Again, I promise you, Bandai, one of the things I'm suggesting right now is if you toss in the co-op mode into that at some point, if that's what you decide to work on, it will be massive. Huge even. I mean, think about it. Just hopping on with your homies and then doing your own raids. It's incredible. It's fun. It's exciting. And you're going to get cooked probably a lot, but guess what? It's going to be fun. It's going to be funny. Entertainment. Key word right there. Co-op mode. The other thing I'll talk about is everything else that's kind of like missing. Because like look at Tenkaichi. Tenkaichi had several extra modes outside of story mode. You had like the survival mode where you just keep going. You had 1 versus 100. I played most of these in the BT4 version of the game, which is modded. However, all that came from BT3. BT3 literally had extra modes that for some reason that they didn't add into this. You can't do a sequel and then take away a main thing of the game. I mean, think about it. When Tenkaichi 1 came out, that game was buns. Tenkaichi 2 added so much and the game was goated. And then Tenkaichi 3, chef's kiss. Once again, added more stuff. So what do you mean that when we drop a sequel, 17 years later, you don't include stuff that was available in it? Like, it's something that could have been easily added in the beginning, day one. And I mean, it's not too late now. You add a survival mode now. You add like the 1 versus 100 now, and then you have little challenges to do. And matter of fact, let's take it a step further. Every time you beat these challenges, where you do certain things, you can unlock stuff. You know what's missing in anime games? Unlocking stuff. You know, every drama game back in the day, you have to unlock stuff. And granted, you do unlock stuff in this game and in games like Hinokami Chronicles, where you have to unlock all the characters. But at some point, you run out of stuff to unlock, and that's when it gets kind of boring. And the fact that this game literally has the customization option and accessories that are 90% empty is insane. I saw people on Twitter arguing with me a couple weeks ago that, oh, we were never promised a customization option. Then why is it in the game? Bro, why is it in the game? They spent time developing that. What, so Goku can change his outfits and Gohan? And 3 outfits for like Krillin, 2 outfits for like Trunks? What about the rest of the game? What if I want to put a bow tie on the Cyberman? If I want to put a funny hat on like Kui or something, or like, you know, or Guldo, give him a tuxedo or something. Like, the game needs customization options if you have a customization feature. Like, is that not insane to me? To everybody else? It's insane to me. Is that not insane to y'all? Like, the fact that there was people arguing on Twitter about, oh, we were not promised a mode in a game that literally has the mode is nuts. And I'm be real with you, that's insane dick riding. Yeah, I gotta stop that dick riding. That's crazy. That said, here is a suggestion. You know, it's always nice to like implement suggestions, ideas. And by the way, I want you to know, I'm doing all the tops. I have nothing written down. I have a lot to say about this. It's all coming off the top. But here's an idea. You literally add stuff like challenges, like survival mode or 1 versus 100, stuff that we had in Tenkaichi. You add, maybe you guys can do your own version of like feature battles that's made by y'all officially, and y'all being Bandai, or something that's playable. And every time you play these things and unlock them, you can add more features. Bro, there's no reason that Genshin Squadra has a better customization feature than Sparking Zero.
100% agree.
This game had a budget. Not to say Squadra
agree.
didn't have a budget, but you know what I mean? This obviously had a much bigger budget. And the fact that, you know, we're getting costumes and stuff in Squadra that would easily be in this game is nuts. The fact, what was it? Was it Fasha? They gave Fasha's outfit to Khalifa. There's a lot.
See, look, stuff like that. That's creative. That's very creative. I love that. And the thing he's talking about with customization is that's a very good take. Is that yeah, there's no reason why you have like 1,000 slots and 90% of the characters roster has none customization. Now we're not asking you guys to, I guess, do. I mean, this would be unique and cool if you guys would do something like this, but we're not asking you guys to do that. We're just asking you guys to put all the customizations in BT2, BT3, put it in the game. Put everything in BT3, all the customizations, all the skills, just everything you had in BT3, slide it right to Sparking Zero and call it a night. And then later on, if we do want stuff like this, please add it. That's all we got to do. But right now, we really need to focus on getting all the stuff, all the fun things, all the game modes, all the customizations for BT2, BT3, all the maps from there. Bring in all the Sparking Zero first, let that sink in, then we focus on stuff like this. Be added later in the future. That's what we need to do, because right now this game is literally not Sparking Zero. I'm telling you, it is not.
A lot of outfits you can cross over in Sparking Zero. Again, anything be goofy with it. Let me put on a tuxedo on Guldo. You know how funny it is if you're getting your ass beat by a Guldo wearing a tuxedo with a monocle and everything? There's so much you can do. Oh my God! If you give us stuff to work for and achieve and earn, it will increase the playtime by so much more on this game. And again, right now, all you can really just do is just play ranked mode and then casual. And honestly, I don't mind casual. I think that was a great feature that was added months after the game, unfortunately, but it was added eventually. It was fun for what it was, but again, it's like, I don't want to always just do that, you know? Someone also tried to argue with me a couple months ago that like offline content isn't good anymore. Huh? In games like this, no one wants it. I'm like, who's we? Who's we, dog? Because if I remember correctly, even to this day, I'll pop up BT3, Budokai 3, Infinite World, and just play the offline content that game has. You can't do that in here. You can't. It's not the same thing.
I most definitely agree with Rhymestyle. I think that rank does get frustrating, and you know, you tend to like want to step away from it and take a break from it. So offline content will help you, like kind of like get that stress relief and that stuff like that. Because like rank is boring, and then the way people play is absolutely terrible. So I don't blame people for wanting to play offline content, because y'all rank players are weird, and you guys, first of all, you guys suck. I'm telling you that right now, because the way you guys play, you have to play a certain way just to win. You guys suck. You guys suck. You don't play the game right. You guys play the most cheesiest way you possibly can. Basically cheating. You're really cheating for real, but we're just gonna let you slide on that. But yeah, most definitely, bro. Like, I don't really know, bro. You a lot, like, yeah, the people don't want to play online all the time. They do want to play offline content. And the thing with Sparking, well, Tenkaichi series is their offline content is actually good. So, yeah.
So it's like if you incentivize people to unlock stuff, they'll play the game. And at some point, they'll come back online and stuff like that. You're not going to get people to come back to the game because you added Super Saiyan 4 2.0. Not to knock Daima, I think the animations and quality is great. And also the new map was all beautiful. Like, we got to give them credit where credit is due. The fact that majority of that map is destructible is insane. Yeah. Imagine if we get Kami's Lookout just like that, where, remember how like Boo destroyed Kami's Lookout and it was all over? You could do that. Imagine how hype it would be to fight on Kami's Lookout as you're just boxing. You're seeing pieces of the Lookout just disappear because it's getting destroyed. Give us more of that. Oh, no, another thing that we got lied to, oh my gosh, I'm just like pulling this all out of my ass right now, is the stage destruction. One of the things that I remember the most in Tenkaichi and Budokai is when you do that big attack and it zooms out and you see the earth blowing up, stuff like that. That was hype. It was cool. And when I saw that this game was coming out, what's the first thing that we saw? We saw Planet Namek blowing up. Unfortunately, what they failed to tell us is that's a feature only on Planet Namek. And nobody picks that map.
See, the thing about that, I feel like they should really be getting sued. I think Sparkers should be getting sued for stuff like this, because not even they lied about that, they also lied about the customization. There is an interview that someone interviewed, I guess like the head leader of Sparker Zero, and they asked them, they said, oh yeah, we seen, you know, Goku has the, I forgot to say, Nabu fit, or recall the one planet he learned instant transmission. They gave him that suit when he came back from that one fucking war. I forgot what that war was even called, but he came back from Earth. I mean, came back from Planet Namek down to Earth, came back, and he had that little fit on. And someone asked him about it. Oh yeah, I see the fit that you have for Goku. There's customization. There's gonna be a lot of customization. And they said, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of customization. It's gonna be free. You could do. There's gonna be so much, because they like literally hyped it up on purpose. And I feel like they should be getting sued for that, because like it's like false advertising. It's very false advertising. Like, they lie to us. They literally lie to us. There's multiple times they said we're gonna do this, we're gonna get this, we're gonna get this and that, and they lied. It never came to the game. So I feel like they should get sued. I feel like they should. And yeah, especially with the damage, bro. Like, what happened to that? Like, I thought this is a Tenkaichi game. I think City should be getting blown up too. I feel like if I do Ultimate Attack in City, playing against, I should see like a explosion outside the Earth, like he was talking about. We need to bring that back. Destruction needs to come back. And I thought it was gonna be in the game, but it's only for playing them.
Because you get stuck fighting underwater and it's annoying. You know, here's another suggestion we can do.
Very annoying.
You could, if you don't want to be like creative with the maps, you can also add more variants of the maps that are currently available. Imagine fighting on Namek away from the water, or fighting on like
be beautiful
Rocky Mountains. Remember that Rocky Mountain stage in Tenkaichi 3 where it was like outside the rocky area? Something like that in the desert. You can literally add variants of these stages that add more freshness to them. I mean, we know what maps we want. You know, you want stuff like Kami's Lookout. You want Kame House, despite it being in water. Kame House is actually a great map on Tenkaichi 3. There's something about this game where if you see water, you just avoid it. Because, like, you know, once you stop fighting underneath that water, it's just like, it's not as fun to see visually. But hey, if you had variants of it, let's say a Planet Namek section without water, that'd be great. And then we can potentially see more explosions and stuff, because, like, it's only programmed on Namek. Like you guys gotta bring back the extra things that spice, the soul even, that Tenkaichi had, and then Spark and Zero might be talked about amongst the same level of love that Tenkaichi was. But again, I'm just thinking about all the stuff that's so bare bones in this game that people have defended in the past. Like, I don't want to knock people for defending stuff that they like about the game. By all means, go for it. There's a lot of great features. I think the fighting is pretty good, but I just hate that they literally just took away stuff for no reason from Tenkaichi. And again, it's a sequel. You don't take away stuff from a sequel. You bring that stuff back. So, Bandai, if y'all want to do something easy, let me do some homework for you guys. While you're figuring out what else you can release, let's say you want to work on a co-op mode in the future, and which is probably a much more difficult thing to develop. You could easily work on something like a survival mode right now, the 1 versus 100 even, and then you add some challenges, maybe like every 10 fights, in the 1 versus 100 you unlock a new cosmetic or whatever. Like you can add more offline content that will just entice people to want to play. And then again, because not everybody wants to play on rank. No, never wants to go online because online gets kind of crazy sometimes. And unfortunately, this is just the nature of games like this, which is fine. But again, if you give people more ways to play, you don't got to worry about that. Because if people only want to play offline content, they can do that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff off the tops. And I'm going to probably remember more the second I hit upload. If there's something I'm missing, by all means, let me know down below. It's like, it's going to take more than characters, you know? It's going to take way more than characters and maps to get people super excited about this game again. But like, if you add all the extra stuff that was already present in the past games, I feel like it's going to add so much more and go the extra mile that people would have a reason to come back to, if that makes sense. But yeah, I know the second I hit end record, it's going to be like, oh, I should have covered this, I should have covered that. I don't know. I definitely want to do more videos like this, and hopefully maybe it helps push us in the right direction. If we can start getting like the positive change and more content, I just feel like this game has a better future. But again, there's no reason specifically right now why we have Squadra where you can get Khalifa in Fasha's outfit and we can't get that in Sparking. There's no reason why you have all this goofiness that's over there that they're not doing it in this game.
Yep.
Because I know y'all can do it. If Squadra can do it, Sparking can do it.
Most definitely, yes sir.
And I'm telling you, like that kind of stuff, it just, that extra change, it'll just add so much fresh air into the game that will entice people to want to play. And again, the other thing is if you let people have stuff to like strive for, unlock, and get rewards, they're gonna want to play that as well. And I don't
100% agree. Look, he's making good points. And I wish that he's not the only one making this. Now, we need C-Rex. We need all the big 3 idiots, or even 4 Afro Century. We need all y'all to speak up like he's doing. Because the more y'all speak up, the more we're going to be heard. Because y'all are a community. Y'all are literally what's that word? What is that word? What is that? Damn, I forgot what it was. But you guys are like literally our people. Like we talk to you guys and you talk to Bandai and make it to shit happen. You guys are literally like our Santa Claus. That's what you guys are. You guys are like Santa Claus. We ask what we want. You guys tell the Bandai community and they drop it for us. That's all we need to do. That's all. And Rhymestyle is the only one cooking up right now. We need everyone to be cooking up. We need all the big content creators to cook up and speak up, only for this game to work. And like you said, in the game modes, literally the game, that's what it's going to say the game is, the game modes. The game modes he all just said, bring back all BT2, BT3, all the game modes until Sparking Zero. That's going to bring the game back alive. I'm telling you, we don't need customizations. We don't need maps. We don't need characters. We don't. Not right now. We need the game modes to make people come back. And once we do that, then you start adding the maps. Then I mean, we do kind of need maps, but in custom, like we do need of stuff, but map modes first, then add all that stuff back. Once you do all that, the game's back alive. It is. That's all you need is the game modes. And I 100% agree with what he said. That's a very good take. I never said that before. That's actually a very good take. He said we do need game modes. That's going to bring the game back alive.
I mean, title. I hate when Bandai is like, yeah, here's a reward, a title. Who cares about a title?
So ass.
Give me cosmetics, man. Xenoverse did that so well. In Xenoverse, you could do all those like raids that they had like once a month, or all like the extra stuff in the game. It's like, yeah, well, you did get a title in that game as well. They gave you cool equipment that you can equip on your custom created character. Like, that was dope. Yeah, like, even like the little insignias above you that was like, yeah, I won a tournament was dope. Even though it's technically a glorified title. But you know what I mean? It was something to work for. Whereas this game has nothing to work for. You go to Z rank, again, once a month or whenever it resets. And then what, you're getting a title? Like, oh, great. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Again, I'm going to do more of these at some point. If they end up doing more changes down the line, you know, I will try to cover it. But I think this game is great. There's a lot that's fun about this. And again, you can't deny it. When you play this with your homies, it's just, everything's just right. You know, me and Afro played literally yesterday at the time we were recording this video. And that was so much fun. That was the most fun I had in this game since it came out. It was just laughter, joy, boxing. And it reminded me of when I was 17 playing Tenkaichi 3. Like, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day, you know? But yeah. Anyways, if I remember anything else, I'll probably drop it in the comments. If I forgot anything, you can cover it for me.
That boy is old. He's talking about 17. Damn, he's playing BT3 at 17 years old. He was old as shit. But yeah, so almost like I said, his point was absolutely amazing. He had some very good takes, and I 100% agree with everything he said. And like I said before, we do need big more content creators to start making videos like this. We need Afro, we need Dodakai, we need C-Rex, we need those guys. And even solo plays. Like, I know I see solo plays where he just made a video probably after that for the next day. But yes, I definitely agree with what you said. We do need customizations, we do need characters, we do need maps, but the very important thing we need is game modes. Game modes will save this game. The more game modes we have, the more unlocked things we have, that's gonna save the game. That's gonna want people to come more, like you said. And that's a very good take. And everything you said was true. Like, and it doesn't. And another thing too with that, like you said in like a couple minutes ago, not a couple minutes, like 15 minutes ago, was that the customization with characters is, you have 90% of them don't have any customizations. And mind you, like Gohan, like it's kind of weird. Team Gohan doesn't have the orange gi. It kind of is weird. And then Vegeta, I mean, he doesn't really have too much customizations, but it'd be nice to have the pink shirt when he came from Planet Namek down to Earth. But, you know, like I said, yeah, like you said, everything, very good points, very good things. I even comment saying, please keep speaking up about this game because it has so much potential. Like, I'm telling you, if this game locks, if Bandai locks in for Sparking Zero, this game could be very good. Very good. Very good. But, like I said, yeah, you guys let me know in the comments down below your guys' opinions, your thoughts. And without further ado, guys, peace.